everyone, Anastasia here. I am going to do something different today. Today I'm going to introduce you to one of my favorite recipes that helped me over the years to maintain a healthy weight as a result of my hypothyroidism. However, maintaining a healthy lifestyle can be difficult for some individuals, but it can be achieved by making simple changes in our diets that can potentially increase our life expectancy. Anyway, 3 years ago, I decided to engage in a lifestyle change as it relates to eliminating specific proteins from my diet. After all, those proteins were causing me excruciating stomach pains, which confined me to my bed most of the time. Eating those proteins at work was undoubtedly noticeable because I became bloated and felt sick most of the work week. Anyway, I started keeping a food journal and researching the foods, specifically my meats. I learned that most of what I was consuming was genetically modified organism, GMO. According to all of the resources that I've read, GMO is any plant, animal, microorganism, or organisms whose genetic material have been altered using genetic engineering technique. For me, injecting steroids, antibiotics to enhance the size of the organism or extend the shelf life is GMO. Nevertheless, for me, it was chicken and fish, so I eliminated both for 1 week and then I started again, and once again, I became ill. As a result, I eliminated both proteins from my diet altogether. I don't eat any red meat to include pork, so chicken and fish was my go-to choices. As a result, my daughter convinced me to become a vegetarian, so I did for 2 years. I was unable to eat seafood because seafood contained cholesterol, and I do have high cholesterol due to having hypothyroidism. Nevertheless, after changing the way I ate and exercised, I managed to lose 29 pounds. I felt great inside and out. Moreover, that is the main reason why I don't eat out often because I am not 100% sure of what I'm consuming and the preparation of my food. However, when I do eat out, I only eat at Panera Bread and Chipotle because after extensive research 2 years ago, those two restaurant food was deemed clean, meaning no GMO. However, recently I ate at those two restaurants or those two establishments and I'm still feeling great with no stomach issues. In June of 2021, I started incorporating shrimp into my diet because eating only vegetable can be boring after 2 years. Huh. Anyway, if I eat any seafood, it has to be wild caught. So basically, it has to come from the ocean. And for that reason, again, I seldom eat out at restaurants. So guess what? Today, I will take you into the kitchen with me and prepare what I call a mushroom grilled cheese sandwich that'll make you want to slap your mama. However, please don't slap your mama. So let's get into the kitchen and make that sandwich. I promise you won't be disappointed. Hey guys. Hi guys. We're back in the kitchen. Well, not back in the kitchen. Now we're in the kitchen and I'm going to show you how to make that mushroom grilled cheese sandwich. I have garlic, so you're going to need garlic. If you don't like garlic, you can eliminate garlic. It's all your preference. I have an onion here. I'm not going to use the whole thing. I'm going to use half of it. I think I may have a half in the refrigerator, but I'll check before I cut this. And then I have the baby bell mushroom. You can use any mushroom you like. I just like the baby bell. You can even use the portobello big mushrooms, whatever you want to use, but any type of mushrooms you want to use. I like these, they're just a lot better. And then I have some Italian parsley that I'm going to put in it. I love parsley, so I'm going to add some parsley. I'm also going to add some salt and pepper. Just 1 minute. I am going to also add salt, and this is the Himalayan salt. And I'm going to add some ground black pepper. And you can use any black pepper you want. It doesn't have to be this. And I'm going to also use some olive oil, virgin olive oil. It all depends on you. So what I'm going to do right now, I like to slice my mushrooms up. I don't usually use them like this, but I'm going to, and I'll show you how I cut my mushroom. And it's personal preference. You don't have to do it this way. I just do it this way because I prefer it this way. I also wash my mushroom. You can wash it prior to starting or after you cut it. It all depends on you. I usually do it both times. I put it in my strainer or something like this, and I dump it all in there and I wash it. And then I cut it up. And then I put it back into a container until I get ready to use it. So I'm going to do that right now. You probably don't want to see all that, but I will determine whether or not I edit it out towards the end. But I'm just going to wash them here. So get rid of the debris, because as you know, sometimes, most of the time, mushrooms come with debris. And I call it debris, but it all depends on you. I have to wash my mushroom. To me, they're dirty, so I wash them. So I wash them twice, so it all depends on you, how many times you want to wash them. You wash them 3-4 times, and I let them just dry here for a minute, or drain for a minute. Then I get another container, and this is how I cut my mushrooms up. Ugh. Let's get something here. I have a towel, but I use a paper towel for this. So some people, you know, or some individuals like to eat this part. I don't necessarily like this part of the mushroom. I think it's okay if you want to eat it, but I don't like it in my sandwich. I prefer not to. So basically I just cut it up like this. Or you could turn it over, whichever way you want to do it. It all depends on you. I usually, well, this one doesn't have a long one, so I just leave it in and I will cut it. So what I'm going to do off camera, I'm going to continue to cut up the mushrooms and the onion and everything else, and then I'll come back and show you the finished result, and we can move forward. Okay guys, I'm back. The onions are cut up. I didn't chop them because sometimes I like my onions to be long instead of chopped up. So I have 4 garlic cloves here, and what I'm going to do, they're not going to be chopped. I am going to use the garlic press to press them into the sauteed mixture. Anyway, one thing I want to stress is be sure that you wash your mushrooms really good, because one of the things I noticed when I was washing these mushrooms the second time, there were still particles of, I don't know, debris, I'm going to just say, on it. So make sure you wash it really good and drain it, because once you put salt into it, then it's going to produce a lot more water. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is walk over here to the frying pan. I am going to be using some olive oil, extra virgin. So this is what we're going to use to saute the mushrooms and have it cook for a while. So just hang in there and I'll move you over to the stove. So you guys, right now I'm at the stove. I put the onions in. So we're just sauteing the onions at about on medium high, well, medium. And I want them to be a little bit translucent before I add the mushrooms in. So this is what they're looking. You can use a medium frying pan. I have a medium frying pan here, and this is what I'm using. I put about, let's see, approximately 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We don't want it to be too oily, but if you want more olive oil, feel free to add more olive oil. But for right now, this is what I have in there, about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm going to try to position the camera so you can see exactly what's going on in the frying pan. Okay. Okay. They're getting how I want them to be. They're falling apart and getting scattered. I like that. Good. One thing, I don't know if I mentioned it again, be sure that you wash your mushrooms really good and let them drain, because when I washed it the second time, I was still able to find debris that was left. I just call it debris that was left on the mushrooms. So be sure to wash them again a second time. It's up to you, it's your preference. I just don't want any grainy dirt or anything in my mouth, so I like washing it a second time to ensure that I don't have anything like that. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is put the mushrooms in, and then I'm going to cover this and let it cook for a while, for about 10 minutes. I'll come back and check. I like my mushrooms to be tender. I don't want them to be hard where I have to tug on anything. So it's personal preference. So if you're that person that like it to be tender, then you let it stay or cook for the amount of time you so desire. If you are the type of person that like it al dente and want it a little bit hard, then more power to you, but I don't. So what I'm going to do is add the mushrooms. Again, this was about a half of an onion, a big onion, and it's a red onion. You don't have to use red. You can use white onion, yellow onion, whatever onion you so desire. I just so happen to have red, and that's what I'm going to use. Okay? So I'm going to add the mushrooms. Make sure you get all in there. This is healthy stuff here. And I'm going to add some salt. I like to put the garlic and the parsley towards the end when the mushrooms is somewhat semi-cooked. So what I'm going to do right now is add some salt. And then I'm going to cover it, and then we're going to get back after about 10-15 minutes, depending on you. Again, however you like your mushrooms, if you like it al dente or you like it fully cooked. I like my mushrooms fully cooked. And salt to whatever you so desire. What I do is I put enough salt, at least a teaspoon first, so the mushrooms could produce the water and it can cook, for a while. And then I taste it and see what it tastes like, if it needs salt, and then I put some more salt in. But for right now, I'm just putting enough so the water can start coming out of the mushrooms when I cover it, and leave it from there. So I put the salt in. So what I'm going to do now is put a lid on it, get this spoon out of the way, and let it cook for a while, and then I'll be right back. So we're gonna let this mushroom sit here for a while and cook, and then I'll come back and we'll go from there. All right. Hey guys, so we're gonna check in and see where we at right now. So it's about time to add the parsley and also the garlic. So just hang tight. Put the camera where you can see it. Like I said, I have 4 garlic cloves. You can put as many as you want. It's up to you. So I'm going to just put 4 of them in here. And I put in a garlic press and put these down. My counter is clean. Let me turn this camera around so I can see. Anyway, I like garlic, so I like to put a lot in my food when I cook. I just love garlic. So again, garlic is optional. If you decide you don't want any garlic, you don't have to put any garlic. If you don't like garlic, you don't have to put any. I like it, so I put it in, and I've been doing this for a while now, and it's been working out for me. So this is what works for me. Now, just so you know, I'm not a chef, and this is what worked for me in terms of me eating healthy and feeding my hypothyroidism, and that's the one that makes you gain weight. So I can maintain a healthy weight because my weight fluctuate up and down. I turn it down, so I'm going to turn it back up. My weight fluctuate up and down, and I don't like it. I like to maintain my weight. So what I'm going to do is add a little bit more olive oil to it. And let it cook for a while. So the garlic, oh my gosh, it smells so good. I'll let you see it. It smells so good. Let the garlic and the parsley, and if you want to put other spices in it, feel free. I usually put some crushed chili peppers, so I'm going to add some because I like mine to be spicy. So what, it's grilled cheese, but I still like it to be spicy. So put as much as you like. It's yours. You're going to eat it, nobody else. Okay, and I have some herbs and spices here, and I am going to add a little bit of that to it as well. Just a little dash. Oh my goodness. It smells so good. So I'm going to let this simmer for a little bit, and then for about 5 minutes, and then I'm going to come back and we'll be ready to make our mushroom grilled cheese sandwich. put the lid back on and let it simmer. And we'll be right back. And let's check. Oh, oh my goodness, this smells so good. It smells good, it looks good. Now, if you wanted to add some sauce to it, then feel free to do so. Maybe some red sauce. It's optional, whatever you like. I just like the basics because it's less calories, and I don't have to worry about my stomach getting all upset if I add any red sauce. And what I mean by that, some people get acid reflux because of tomato sauce. I do at times, so I tend to keep it basic and simple. Oh my goodness, this smells so good. So good. So I'm gonna let it simmer for a while, and then I will be back. Yep, I'll be back. So I think it's ready. Well, I don't think it's ready. So what I'm going to do is take it off, turn the fire down or the flames down. Or no, I'll just move this out of the way. Put this over here, out of the way, and take it off of this burner. Okay, so what we're gonna do next is heat up the griddle right here to make our grilled cheese sandwich. Anyway, so just for reference, this is the butter that I'm using, this garlic butter, and it's from Sam's Club. You can use any butter you want, but trust me, this butter is good. My BFF turned me on to this butter, and I've been using it since. Also, this is the bread that I'm going to use, rustic, the rustic oven sourdough bread. I like sourdough bread. It tends to be good for you because from what I understand, it has some probiotics in it. So this is what I'm going to be using. So what I'm going to do with this butter, you have to soften it a little bit because it's really hard. Even though it's in the fridge, it's not refrigerated, it's still hard. So what I did, I softened some already. So I am going to put some butter on 2 slices of this bread. And then we're going to put them on the grill. And again, you can use whatever butter you so desire. I have another butter that I use, but once I got turned on to this garlic butter, oh my gosh. Oh, it's even better. So I use this one. So you butter all sides of the bread with the butter. And you know, you can get these same grilled cheese sandwich, but not this particular one that I'm making in you know, places like Starbucks for an arm and a leg. I'm just not going to do that. I could do this at home, and it doesn't cost me anything but the price of the bread, which is like $3.49 or something, and the butter, and then I get to keep all the ingredients. And why pay $7 for a sandwich or a grilled cheese sandwich when you can make it your own and you still get the ingredients? You can make more later. Yep. So anyway, turn it up a little at 9. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Yep, they're in the griddle. And let's see, let them cook for a while. Well, toast. It's gonna get toasted. Where is the cheese? Okay guys, this is a cheese that I'm gonna use. It's cheddar mozzarella style blend. It's deliciously dairy free, so you can use any cheese you want, okay? I just tend to like this vegan cheese better. It's just for health purposes. You can use mozzarella, you can use sharp cheddar, whatever cheese you want. It all depends on your taste bud. I just prefer this because it's less calorie. It's no GMO, no genetically modified organisms. It's dairy and soy free, and it's a good source of calcium. So again, it all depends on you, whatever you want to. And it says cholesterol, 0%, so which is good for me. No sugar, which is good. Fat, yeah, like 5 grams, but that's to be expected in any food. Sodium, 230. So let's check and see where we're at in terms of the toast. Oops, toasted a little bit. Oops. So we're gonna let it stay. I like it to be toasted real good. I like to see a little bit of darkness, and but it depends on you. You don't have to, you know, have it dark. I like it dark. So what I'm gonna do next, I turn it up. Oh, so what I'm gonna do next is put some cheese on top. I like to spread it out. Ooh, I smell something burning. I like to spread it, well, spread it out, period. I like to spread it out. And this cheese is a little bit stringy. It's a different texture. So that's all I'm gonna say. I'll turn it down a little bit because I'm smelling. It's a different texture. And I don't put a lot because again, so what I'm gonna do next is the mushroom mixture. I'm going to put on top of this, the bread. And you can use any bread. You don't have to use this. And like I said, or if I didn't say it, mention it, it's important that you don't have any water in the mushroom because then your sandwich is going to be soggy. And who wants a soggy sandwich? So put it on here like so. Ugh, this looks so good and smells so good. But anyway, I'm going to not, oh my goodness, I haven't eaten any lunch, so this is going to be so good. Woo. Anyway, let's see. So we have that on, and what I'm going to do is put a little bit more cheese on, and then we'll go from there. So what I like to do when I'm using the griddle like this is whatever cheese is, you know, escape, I make sure it's on the bottom of the toast so it could be even toastier. So what I'm going to do is put this one on top of this. Ooh, and it is toasted. Ooh. And I try to get the particles of cheese on top of the bread so it'll be even more cheesier as we go along. See, I move it around so I can pick up the rest of the cheese that escaped. And it sure did. It picked it up. Oops. It picked it up. It picked it up. It picked it up. So let's check and see the toasted level of this mushroom. Ooh! Okay. Oh my God, look at that. Look at that. OMG. OMG. Look at that. Not only does it look good, I know it tastes good. Okay. Mushroom grilled cheese sandwich. I know you guys anticipating because I said it'll make you want to slap your mama, right? Well, don't go slapping nobody's mama. Just eat it up. Let's plate this. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. I can't wait to bite into it. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm going to turn it down, turn it off, and I am going to plate it. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and cut it on the griddle. It's just a lot easier because then you can see it. OMG. Oh, look at this. One side is bigger, but that's all right. Oh my gosh. OMG. Look at this. Whew. I gotta use the spatula. Look at this. Oh! Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I am going to take it over there on the counter where you will see me enjoy this succulent dish. I guess you can call it a dish, but I haven't eaten any lunch, so I'm getting ready to eat. And I'll give you the first bite. Do you want the first bite? I'll give you the first bite. Okay, just hang in there. So I'm back with the final look at it. Oh, just take a look at this. Look at this. Nicely grilled on both sides. I am going to take a bite and I'll let you know what I think. I told you guys, you didn't believe me. I'm not joking, and I'm not just saying this, but you got to try this. You can use whatever mushroom you want, but you gotta try this. It is so good. It's better than just eating a regular grilled cheese sandwich, especially if you love mushroom. I say try this. It is so good. The butter, it is so good. I'm not gonna let you guys look at me eat this. It would literally be against the law to look at me eat this because I'm not kidding. It is so good. It's not soggy or anything. It's just enough moisture on the bread, and it is so good. You gotta try it. Well, I'm gonna close right now, and I hope you try it and let me know what you think. And if you really, really like it, well, no, not if you really like it. If you want me to, I can tell you exactly or the exact measurement, but back in the day when I was cooking, we didn't have recipes. We just cook from memory or from head. You know, it's just like, okay, you guesstimate. Now you have recipes for everything. So if I had to come up with a recipe, I will be able to do it. But I told you guys, I just use 1 container of the Bella baby mushrooms, cut it up, a half a cup of onions, or if you love onions, you could put more. I put 4 garlic cloves because I love garlic. I put salt. Remember when I put that small amount of salt? It was like a teaspoon. I didn't have to put any more salt in there. I didn't add any more salt because the garlic, as well as the oil, olive oil, and the crushed brown pepper gave it all this flavor, but more so the garlic and the parsley. So I didn't need to add no salt, but that 1 teaspoon of salt. Oh, and the butter also have salt in it, so you don't need a lot of salt in the mushroom. This is good. Anyway, I'm going to finish my sandwich, my grilled cheese sandwich offline. I want to thank you for being with me today and watch me put this recipe together and prepare this mushroom grilled cheese sandwich. And like I said, this is one of the meals that I eat because, again, I have hypothyroidism and my weight fluctuate. Right now, I am at a size 6, not size 6, I'm sorry, size 8. And I hope to stay here because it took a long time for me to lose the weight. And all I did, I changed what I eat in terms of food, and I exercise. And I drink a lot of water. I don't drink any sodas. When I drink water, it's distilled water. It doesn't deactivate the thyroid meds or the thyroid hormone. So I drink distilled water, particularly with my medication. And I drink it throughout the day. And that's all I drink is water, water, water. Today I'm drinking something, I'm trying something new. But it's mostly water. And you could, listen, it's your body. I'm not a medical doctor. It's your body. You can do whatever you want, but it's nothing wrong with trying different foods and see what food that is, how should I say it? How the food that your body adjusts to. It took me a long time to find food that my body adjusted to. Certain foods made me sick, certain foods gave me allergies, certain foods I had to avoid. Now I know what to eat, when to eat, how to eat, and I prepare it. As I said earlier in my intro, I don't eat out a lot because I don't know how the food is prepared, and I like to eat healthy. And if you like to eat healthy, let me know. And let me know if you like this video and if you want me to do more of these videos so I can share with you my journey of how I maintain my weight in spite of having hypothyroidism, and the one that makes you gain weight. I appreciate you. Uh, I hope that you enjoyed this as much as I did in terms of cooking. And don't forget to like and subscribe and click on the bell icon below to be notified whenever I upload a new video. This was something totally new for me. And I know I'm mostly off camera, which is okay. The gist of it is the meal that was being prepared, not focusing on me, is focusing on the preparation of the meal. But anyway, I am going to dig into this because this is so good. And like I said, it made me want to slap my mama.